Have you ever felt like something just doesn't add up in your relationship? His late-night texts, sudden change in behavior, or the way he guards his phone, it's enough to make your stomach turn. But what if your gut feeling is right? Let's uncover the truth together. Relationships are built on trust, but when that trust is broken, it can feel like the world is falling apart, leaving you overwhelmed by doubt and uncertainty. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot, reminding us to remain calm and grounded even in the face of betrayal. When suspicions arise, it's important to take a step back, evaluate the situation, and decide how to move forward with clarity and strength. While it's not easy to confront the possibility of infidelity, taking action can empower you, providing the answers you need to regain peace of mind. This video is for women who are struggling with feelings of doubt and insecurity in their relationships, offering a roadmap to uncover the truth and navigate one of life's most painful challenges with courage and dignity. The gut feeling. Should you trust it? Women often have a sharp intuition. If something feels off, there's a good chance it is. Intuition is often the first line of defense, guiding you to notice subtle changes in your partner's behavior. This natural sense of awareness can be a powerful tool if harnessed correctly. Example: your partner suddenly becomes overly secretive about their phone, working late more often, or starts being overly defensive about minor issues. These behaviors may seem small individually, but when they form a pattern, they can signal deeper issues. Trusting your gut doesn't mean jumping to conclusions, but using it as a starting point for observation and analysis. In situations like these, it's important to remain calm and detached. Emotional reactions can cloud judgment and make it harder to discern the truth. Take a step back and focus on what your intuition is signaling. Is it consistent behavior, or just a one-off misunderstanding? Recognizing the difference can help you decide whether further investigation is needed. Epictetus once said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they reveal him." Observe. Don't react emotionally at first. This timeless advice encourages patience and thoughtful observation. Rushing to conclusions often leads to unnecessary conflict and stress. Sometimes, our instincts pick up on details we can't consciously process, like a shift in tone during conversations or how often your partner mentions someone new. Subtle changes in how they interact with you, or even in their daily routines, can indicate a lot more than words reveal. Pay attention to these subtle clues, and remember, intuition works best when combined with patience and observation. Take note of patterns rather than isolated incidents, as these can help you paint a clearer picture of what might be happening. Additionally, consider discussing your feelings with someone you trust. Often, a second opinion from a close friend or family member can help you see the situation more clearly. Their perspective might reinforce your intuition or help you realize your concerns are unfounded. Either way, having support as you navigate these emotions is invaluable. Behavioral red flags. Sudden changes in routine, new habits, such as gym visits or staying out late, without a clear explanation. These shifts often come with vague justifications, like "work is really hectic," or "I need some time to myself," leaving you wondering if there's more to the story. This kind of behavior might seem benign initially, but if repeated without proper context, it becomes a notable concern. You might also notice more attention to appearance, like buying new clothes or grooming more than usual. Sometimes, even small details like suddenly wearing cologne more often or upgrading their wardrobe can hint at an attempt to impress someone new. Emotional distance. He's less interested in conversations, avoids intimacy, or seems distracted. Communication dwindles, and when you try to discuss personal matters or issues in the relationship, he seems uninterested or dismissive. Intimacy, both physical and emotional, can take a back seat, leaving you feeling increasingly isolated and unsure of what's causing the shift. Beyond simply avoiding conversations, he might also evade meaningful eye contact or seem preoccupied during moments that once brought connection. Overcompensation. Sometimes, guilt leads to excessive affection or unexpected gifts. This might include surprise flowers, spontaneous "I love you" moments, or an unusual desire to make things up to you. While kind gestures are always welcome, when paired with other red flags, they may signal attempts to alleviate personal guilt or deflect suspicion. Watch for whether these actions are consistent with their usual behavior or feel like a sudden, almost forced attempt to distract you. Frequent excuses. Another red flag could be an increase in excuses to avoid spending time together. Whether it's claiming work obligations, new hobbies, or needing alone time, these excuses can pile up quickly and leave you questioning their validity. Excuses like, "I have a late meeting," or "I'm catching up with old friends," can seem normal in isolation, but become concerning when they occur frequently and without clear proof or communication. Real-life tip: keep a mental or written log of these behaviors without confronting him immediately. Observing without immediate reaction allows you to discern patterns and gather clarity over time. Write down specific incidents, including dates and circumstances, so you can analyze them later with a clearer perspective. Patterns often reveal the truth, and careful documentation can help you approach the situation calmly and confidently if needed. Tracking behaviors over weeks or months can provide a bigger picture that is harder to ignore, giving you solid footing if you decide to address your concerns. The digital trail. Technology often leaves clues, making it one of the most common ways to uncover signs of infidelity. In today's interconnected world, our digital footprints reveal more than we sometimes realize, and partners often leave behind subtle signs that something isn't right. Check social media activity. Sudden changes in privacy settings, new female followers, or frequent liking of a particular person's posts are all worth noticing. If you notice he's suddenly more active online but avoiding sharing details with you, this could be a clue. Watch for patterns, such as posting more selfies or interacting excessively with someone he's recently connected with. Don't overlook changes in profile pictures or bios that might signal a desire to appear available or different to an audience outside the relationship. Messages and emails. While snooping isn't ideal, noticing hidden notifications or overly guarded devices could be a sign. If he suddenly starts taking his phone into the bathroom, turns his screen away when you walk by, or starts deleting messages more frequently, these actions might warrant further observation. Keep in mind that many apps now offer disappearing messages or hidden chat options, which can complicate things but also highlight intent. Practical tip: apps like Find My iPhone or shared location services can sometimes provide insight if you're suspicious. Use ethically and sparingly, as overuse could harm trust further if nothing is found. Additionally, consider less invasive options like noticing when he's online late at night on apps like WhatsApp or Messenger. Tracking inconsistencies in his explanations versus what you see digitally can provide a clearer picture. Beyond apps, take note of whether he's changed passwords on shared accounts or stopped using joint devices like a shared tablet or laptop. If you notice he's moved conversations to lesser-known platforms or hidden certain apps, this could also be an indicator of suspicious behavior. Subtle signs like muted notifications or a new screen lock pattern shouldn't be ignored either. Every detail counts when forming a complete understanding of what might be going on. How to subtly gather evidence. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of accusing, inquire about his day, co-workers, or plans. Watch for inconsistencies in the details he provides. Pay attention to how he answers. Is he avoiding eye contact or offering vague responses? This strategy works best when you keep the tone light and conversational, so he doesn't feel cornered. For example, instead of saying, "Why were you late?" you could ask, "How was work today? Anything interesting happen?" Observe his reactions. If confronted with simple questions, a guilty partner often overreacts or tries to change the subject. Notice if he becomes defensive or overly explanatory in response to basic inquiries. Body language can also reveal a lot. Does he cross his arms, avoid looking at you, or fidget when answering? These subtle cues can be more telling than the words themselves. Consistency is key, so pay attention to whether his responses align with previous explanations. Enlist a friend's help. A trusted friend might notice things you miss, especially during social gatherings. Friends often have a fresh perspective and can pick up on dynamics you might overlook. For example, they might notice if he's paying undue attention to someone specific or behaving differently in group settings. Share your observations with them and ask for their honest opinion. They might validate your concerns or offer a perspective that eases your doubts. Additionally, creating a timeline of events or behaviors can help you track patterns more effectively. This method allows you to piece together small inconsistencies that might not seem significant on their own, but reveal a bigger picture when viewed collectively. Stoic tip. Seneca reminds us, time discovers truth. Patience can be your greatest ally. Allowing time to observe and gather subtle signs without rushing to conclusions often leads to a clearer understanding of the situation. Rely on this timeless wisdom to maintain your composure and gain insight through careful, deliberate actions. The role of external help. Private investigators. If your concerns grow, hiring a professional can provide clarity. These professionals are trained to gather evidence discreetly, offering you tangible answers without involving you directly in the process. They can monitor behavior, track activities, and uncover information that might otherwise be hidden. While this option may feel extreme, it can be particularly helpful when you need concrete proof to confront the situation or to validate your suspicions before taking further steps. Keep in mind, though, that hiring an investigator can be costly and should be considered carefully. Counseling. Relationship therapy can help address underlying issues, whether it's infidelity or simply a communication gap. A trained counselor can provide a safe space to explore the dynamics of your relationship, encouraging open dialogue and helping both partners express their feelings. Even if infidelity is not the issue, counseling can reveal unspoken frustrations or misunderstandings that may be causing distance. If infidelity is confirmed, therapy can also guide you through the healing process, whether that means repairing the relationship or finding the strength to move on. Seeking professional guidance shows courage and a commitment to clarity, both for yourself and for your future. Support groups. Joining a support group can be another avenue to find clarity and emotional healing. Hearing from others who have experienced similar challenges can be incredibly validating and provide practical insights on how to navigate your situation. Support groups, whether online or in person, create a community of understanding, allowing you to share your story without judgment and learn from others' experiences. This shared connection often helps rebuild confidence and fosters a sense of empowerment, reminding you that you are not alone in facing these struggles. What to do next? 1. Stay calm. Reacting emotionally may cloud your judgment. Take a few moments to breathe and ground yourself before deciding how to proceed. Emotional outbursts often lead to misunderstandings and escalate tensions. Practicing mindfulness or even journaling your immediate feelings can help you regain clarity and focus. 2. Gather evidence. Keep track of behaviors, conversations, and changes in his routine. Create a private log of specific incidents, noting the date, time, and context. For instance, if he claims to be working late but you notice inconsistencies in his explanation, document it. Over time, this collection of evidence may reveal patterns or confirm suspicions, helping you address the issue from a place of confidence. 3. Confront strategically. Choose a time when both of you are calm and undistracted. Plan what you want to say in advance, and stick to facts rather than emotions. Use "I feel" statements instead of accusations to keep the conversation productive. For example, "I feel hurt when plans change without explanation. Can you help me understand?" This approach minimizes defensiveness and encourages open dialogue. 4. Set boundaries. If infidelity is confirmed, decide on your next steps, whether it's ending the relationship or working through it together. Reflect on your personal needs and values, and communicate them clearly. Setting boundaries could mean taking time apart, seeking professional help, or establishing new rules of transparency. Boundaries are not about punishment. They're about protecting your emotional well-being and rebuilding trust if both partners are committed to moving forward. 5. Seek support. Whether through friends, family, or professional counseling, reaching out for support is crucial. Talking about your experience with trusted individuals can provide perspective and emotional relief. Support groups, whether in person or online, offer a community of people who faced similar situations, providing insights and encouragement as you navigate your choices. Remember, your worth is not determined by someone else's actions. If he's cheating, it's a reflection of his character, not yours. You are stronger than you think, and clarity will set you free. Now, let's make this actionable. For the next week, write down any behavior that feels suspicious. No overreactions, no accusations, just observations. Then, come back here and share what you've discovered in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up to help other women like you. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. It's all about rebuilding confidence after betrayal. And finally, let's hear from you. Have you ever had that gut feeling that something was wrong? Drop your story in the comments below. Your voice matters, and your story could help another woman find her strength. See you in the next video.